Hello, watch lovers. You know what time it is. And here with me tonight, I have Janilda.
Hi, guys. Nice to be back.
And Kaylee.
Hi, guys.
Really, it was only supposed to be one of them, but they both insisted on coming on the show tonight, so I brought them both along.
Be here.
And also, we have the famous Gavin here with us tonight.
Now, girls, a round of applause for Spencer for remembering,
your
the
line.
opening
Yeah,
line.
that's
Because
great.
we haven't been live for such a long time. Spencer
been a long time.
30 seconds ago, and I kid you not, he said, what am I supposed to say at the beginning? What am I supposed to say? Ladies, you are looking very oranges and lemon tonight. Absolutely
It's a bit of
gorgeous.
colour.
And before we go any further, I just want everybody to notice Spencer seems to come in for some criticism over his dress wear. But ladies and gentlemen, since he's been on his summer holidays, he's got a new top.
I bought one new T-shirt, absolutely.
He's got a new top. You're looking
something.
very smart and very svelte.
Thank you, Gav.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I feel like it's like we got the band back together. I'm so
Dream
excited.
team.
I mean,
Dream team.
we haven't been together since you went to YouTube jail, Spencer. Do you remember that?
That was about 4 or 5 weeks ago.
That's
Yeah.
It's been 4 or 5
Yeah.
week. We kept the ship going, didn't we?
And
Kaylee.
look,
Not with
I
me.
apologise to everyone. Had a bit of time out. We've been busy. London Watch Show, but we're back, and we've got a big show this weekend, haven't we, girls?
Yes.
Yes.
We're very,
We've
very
got a
excited.
very
I'm
big
sure
show.
everyone's aware of it. The London Watch Show in central London,
Yep.
in Park Lane,
This weekend.
at the Grosvenor House Hotel.
We're going to cover all of this just a little bit later, Spencer, before you
Sure.
jump the gun
Sure.
and completely
Okay,
ruin
okay.
the entire
Sorry.
running order. But let's start off with, let's fill everybody in on, where you been up to this summer, Sandy? Janilda, where have you been this summer?
Right. So I've been to my brother's wedding. It was great. Finally, we were allowed to have a wedding, which is something.
Where was that?
That was in Albania.
Lovely.
It was great. And then we went south for a little bit of sea time.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Spencer, tell everybody where you've been.
I was in Marbella for a few weeks and then decided to stay another week because I didn't want to come home.
Yeah, I mean, Kaylee and I were doing a show, and we're like, Spencer should have been. We're telling her Spencer should have been back this week, but actually we're now carrying the can, trying to talk about watches that we can't bring in, and we're really pleased to have you back.
Well, Gav, you were saying to me, everything's fine, you're not needed, so that was it.
No,
Kaylee
We
said
had it under control.
we had our call every morning
Yeah.
and afternoon, and that was it.
Yeah.
So they were quite happy with me not in the office.
So, guys, if you've got a question for the big boss and the ladies, do pop them in the comments. We are happy to take all of your questions. We really missed you. It's great to see so many of you back in. Greggy, Kelvin, Ian, Andrew. Great to have you with us once again, and super excited to get the channel, back up after the summer. Although we were just saying, oh my God, it's like September the 13th already. We're like halfway through the month. It's nearly
Crazy.
Christmas, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just putting it out there. Spencer, it's been about 7 weeks. Have you actually changed your watch in 7 weeks? You still got the same one on, haven't
still
you?
the same one. I love this watch.
Yeah. Tell everybody what you're wearing.
1680 vintage 1974.
Are you going to be wearing that this weekend?
I think. I'm not sure.
You're not
I'm
sure?
not sure. I may put something else on for the weekend.
I think.
Okay.
we will.
I
We're
want to
gonna
put in a
make him.
special request, Spencer. So I've got my
What you
I've
got
got
there?
hey,
the
I've got my
Hulk.
Hulk on today. But I want to request Spencer. I want to look snazzy. Obviously, we're going to get to the London Watch Show in a second.
Sure,
But
sure.
what are you going to lend me to wear? What are you going to give me out the cabinet to wear? Something that says
Something
smart, something that says presenter, something that says capable, something that says bloody expensive.
You know what?
We
You know
go
what? There's
Daytona.
only one thing. There's only one thing for Gav. It's
Casio.
Yeah, I knew it.
I know. All right, but if you've got a
It's
Casio,
Casio.
can I have the one with the calculator on, please? Because at least it'll
We'll
be
have to have a
retro.
look.
Do
All
you know?
right,
Have you ever
we're-
seen that Casio with the calculator
No.
on?
Just go with that little computer.
Yeah, with the little computer on.
You know, we don't deal with
No,
cars.
we
You're
don't.
too
Sorry.
young. You're too young. You're too young. It's first world problems, isn't it? Guys, we're really looking forward to seeing everybody this coming weekend at the London Watch Show. It's something that we've been looking forward to for such a long time, since actually Spencer did his own BQ Watch Show. And in fact, we were just saying just now that we've got another one planned for later on this year, and we will give you some details about that in an up-and-coming show. So if you don't manage to grab a bargain this week, then save your money, and Spencer will make you
We'll take
spend
it
it.
off you
Yeah,
some
Spencer will
other
make you
time.
spend it in a few weeks' time. Talking about the London Watch Show, Spencer, what's going to be happening this weekend? I mean, I know a little bit, but tell us from the overview.
The overview, I believe it starts at 11 o'clock on the
Yeah,
Saturday
that's
till
right.
6.
Yeah.
Six.
And that's at the Grosvenor House at the Great Room.
The Great Room, the Grosvenor House. You've got the top level, then stairs. They've got a whole host of other exhibitors as well as ourselves there. There's a VIP bar. There's hospitality.
Girls, that's a VIP bar for all the guests coming in. That's not a VIP bar for you two.
I thought it was us.
Very important
Girls
princesses.
as well, they are giving a watch away, I believe.
They are,
They're doing a raffle for a Daytona.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, this is the third show. Charlie, originally, they were going to be in the city, Docklands. Yeah. Then there was a change of venue. This is the third time this show has been arranged. And I always said to him, be amazing to have it in central London. So I really think that this show.
I think the location is
great.
great.
Be amazing.
Everyone is going to love
I'm
it.
really super excited. From our last watch show that we did, the BQ Watch Show, which was a fantastic success, and I know everybody had a great time, but it's the first time we'd done live broadcasts for you, and actually we've now planned a full-on schedule so that we can keep everybody on our YouTube and our Instagram followers updated on the show from the stand live. We plan to go live every few hours. We hope to see all of you. You know, Greggy came on last time and kept us all entertained. But anybody who wants to come and have a chat about watches with myself, with Janilda, with Spencer, with Kaylee, we're going to have a little portable studio right next to Spencer's stand where we're going to be pitching up. And we're actually really excited also because apart from you being the biggest YouTuber I personally know, Spencer.
No, I won't be there.
There's a whole host coming over, isn't there?
Far bigger than me. Some Americans. We've got Roman Schaff.
Yeah.
Nico. Paul Thorpe's going to be there.
Oisin's going to be there.
Yep.
Yep.
There's quite a few. A few.
It'll be really interesting.
And at the end of the show on Sunday, we're doing a live. I think there's about 10 or 12 YouTubers, including Paul, which we're going to do, and that'll be...
Yeah, the pressure is absolutely on me and James in the control room. By the way, I just want to say a round of applause for James, because James is an absolute hero and is going to be doing a live broadcast with us, although no responsibility in James's corner, that falls on my shoulder. But the bottom line is that James has been a superstar. He's helping me organise an end of show where if you want to tune in to That Watch Guy London, next Sunday afternoon, we'll give you all the details. It's probably around 4 p.m. Hopefully, a lot of you guys will be down with us anyway. But a bit like watching a TV show, we're going to have you in the audience. We're going to have questions to some of the biggest YouTube stars on the planet, including Spencer. We're going to squeeze Spencer in with our 1,570 subscribers. And it's going to be a really interesting chat all about their experiences in London, the watches they've seen at the show, and lots of fun and game. That's going to be hosted by myself and Paul Thorpe, and obviously Spencer's going to be on the panel. And you ladies are going to be helping me with the live broadcast during the day, aren't you?
Yeah.
We are, yes.
Okay, amazing. Really excited for that.
Can't
really
wait.
super excited. Spencer, let's talk about some of the watches that we're going to be bringing onto the show. In fact, James, can you run the watch VT, please? Let's have a little look at the sample of watches that Spencer's going to be bringing down. Okay, so I can see we've got, there's some gorgeous pieces there. Just talk us through as we run through the cabinet there, Spencer.
Sure, we've got the Paul Newman Daytona, the Submariner, Oyster Flex in the white, on the rose, a Pavé, another Submariner, also Daytona, white, yellow. We've also got the new Submariner, the white gold. I think that's salted actually, the Yachtmaster. Moving on, we've got a few there, Sky Dwellers, olive. That won't be around for very long. Also another Sky Dweller, the brown dial with the baguettes, bimetal Sky Dwellers. You've got the white gold with the diamond dial. I mean, look, guys, it's been crazy busy. It takes a lot of work to buy these watches and prepare everything. There's the Leo Messi Audemars. I think that's the 5905 on the Patek. A couple of white gold ladies there.
How many watches are you going to be bringing to the show this weekend?
We're going to have more than 300 pieces.
More than 300. I don't think I would be guessing. There's not many people who are going to be bringing 300 watches.
We're going to have more than
show.
300 pieces at the show.
And you've got a very impressive pitch, haven't you? Right at the top of the stairs. The first thing you see when you walk into the Grosvenor House Great Room, apart from me, you, Kaylee, and Janilda.
As you come in the entrance, that's where we'll be.
Yeah.
There's the green Daytona.
Yeah. So is that the one I'm wearing?
Possibly.
Maybe.
Not a chance. Come on.
I think someone will want that But anyway, we shall see.
Yeah,
But
absolutely stunning. No, I think we can all agree everybody's absolutely super excited. There's a couple of other watches we're going to talk about in just a minute, but for the moment, let's go to some of the questions and some of the comments we have in from everybody. First of all, Andrew James, nice to see you all back. It's great to be back.
Thank
Greggy
you.
Boy says Marbella and the Grosvenor. This really is sexy beast. Jacob Kendall, good to have you back, Jacob. Evening all. Hope everyone is excited to have the London Watch Show. Jacob, obviously we're doing the live streams just for you. We know you can't be there. You're saving all your pennies to get yourself to Venice for your honeymoon in a little while. So we'll be sending you some live streams. I did see a comment actually from someone a little earlier thanking us for all of the merch that we've sent out. By the way, Spencer, do you know people think you should have a merch site alongside your watches?
Yeah, we discussed this.
I think
How
people
many
think-
people have honestly emailed and said, "Can you send us some
Can you
mouse mats
please
and
sell
mug?"
us some
It's
mouse
Well,
mats?
that's
Here we
very
go.
easy.
Derek Fox says, "Hi guys, just a big thank you for the merchandise you sent me. Brilliant. Everybody really loves the hats,
Yeah.
caps, mugs, and
well,
Mouse
that's what we're going to do.
mats.
We'll
Yeah.
stop selling watches.
selling
and
watches.
Yeah.
Start selling caps
Our new
Yeah.
business.
So-
and mouse mats.
So if you came to the BQ Watches Watch Show, we gave everything away. This week it's $6.99 a mug, $2.99 a cap, and if you want a mouse mat, they're $10.99, or you can have 3 for 15 quid. That would be great. Jacob says, I found my scentmate, the Creed. Oh, we're talking about, because Greggy does the, of course, Greggy Boy does the scents, and everybody's talking about the fantastic stuff. He says, J.S. Shah says, Spencer, what's happening with Rolex? No new stock. Is Rolex holding back to release in a large amount all at once?
No, absolutely not. I think quite the opposite. I mean, some people have been talking here that they're holding cards back again. Also, you can't get only
So
3
when you
pieces.
say holding cards back again, we went through this all a little while ago, didn't we?
It was
So
deemed illegal.
It was in the UK only, though, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was deemed illegal, but they're now talking again that it's a practice that they're doing. So they're selling watches and saying, "Oh, you can't have the cards."
Keeping the card.
Yeah.
the cards
Yeah.
back.
So, girls, I don't know
So
if you
bad.
watch Paul Thorpe's channel as avidly as I do, but Paul has been covering the bases on all of these new Rolex kind of AD rules about who can buy, how you're going to be vetted. They're going to search your profile on Instagram and social media. They're going to check out your companies if you say you're a director of a company. I mean, what do you have to say about this? What do you think about all this?
Well, he's got it. This is apparently what is happening. The other thing, girls, they want people when they come about a watch to really know about it. It's no good just showing on a phone, "Oh, have you got this watch?" They want people to really sort of
Do their
understand
research.
and be passionate and
Yeah.
really know about the movement. I mean, not everyone's
Some
like
people
that.
But not everyone that wants a watch as much as they want one watch isn't going to know about that particular movement either. I think it's
No.
quite
No.
Yeah.
Look,
to
I've
get to
listened
know
and
that.
watched some of his videos. I just don't know, Kevin.
Yeah.
I just don't know.
It's interesting, though, because this isn't just Paul saying it. I'm watching a lot of watch channels, always as part of my research, and people genuinely think this is definitely a thing that's coming.
That's what they
Yeah.
do, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's almost like social profiling to buy a
Yeah.
watch.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I
You have
understand.
to be someone in order to get that watch.
But they're now even saying that it's not the AD, it's the level above. Or look at the profile without interviewing the person, seeing who the person is, what their job is, what their profile is, how they behave on social media, and then decide.
Which is also wrong, because not everything that you show in social
Yeah.
media means that you're actually, maybe you don't even have Instagram, but you're a great businessman. Or
The other thing that they are looking for is anybody that's associated with grey market dealers. So I'm absolutely done in now. I host the show for you. I'm now can't walk into any, because if they look at me, they'll
have
probably look at my
no
social media.
chances.
They'll see something to do with that watch guy London, and I can never buy a watch again. I need a bigger discount. I need below. No, I'm just joking. But it's really, really interesting. But amazingly, you two would stand half a chance, wouldn't you? Because you could walk into any Rolex AD and say, "Oh, I love that 6713 on a crocodile strap," and you've got lots of watch knowledge, haven't you?
yeah,
Yeah, just give me
we
your
have.
business card. That will help.
yeah. It
Yeah.
says BQ watches on the top.
Absolutely. PD says, any new white gold 5968s available?
Nope.
That's a big no-no, isn't it?
Nope.
Patek.
Nothing at the moment.
Nothing at the moment. Ian Nicholson, beautiful. Who has the Hublot Paul is going to sell to Nico?
I do.
Yeah, so in last night's show on Paul's channel, the challenge was laid down for Spencer to sell Nico a Hublot, which we all know is absolutely never. You couldn't give it to him, to be fair.
No. He's really anti, isn't he?
Yeah,
Hates,
massively
hates
anti
the,
Hublot.
Hublots.
But you've got a few Hublot pieces you're
Yeah.
going to be taking along, aren't you?
Yeah, we've got
Absolutely.
a few gold pieces.
We've got
and
a
that.
tray.
Got some
of
lovely
Hublot.
Hublot pieces in
Yeah.
actually.
But we won't be selling them to Nico.
Nope.
Crossy Boy says, evening all, hope you're all well. Besmir Tota says, evening all, especially to Ilda.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, it's the
Hi.
Ilda fan club. Okay. Craig Taylor, hi all, and Phil. Neil Taylor says, Spencer, what are your thoughts on no Rolex price increase this year? When do you think they may pull the trigger?
It'll be January. I don't think it'll be this year. Generally, they're early part of the year. I don't look. There's no stock. Never mind putting the prices up. I don't think they will. But we'll just
knows,
wait and see.
really?
Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, it is a bit of a lottery, isn't it? It's a bit of a guessing game. Now, there's 2 watches, ladies, that came in that we're
Yeah.
going to show in a second that we're really super excited
Yeah.
to reveal because they're going to be at this London Watch Show. Let's take a look at your wonderful unboxing skills.
Hi guys, welcome back.
Hi.
So we've got a couple of really, really great unboxings to show you. But first, we just want to say how excited we are to see you all.
At the London Watch Show this week, we're gonna have a lot of fun,
Yeah.
see watches, buy, sell, and hopefully do some great deals.
So we'll see you then. But for now, let's get on with the unboxing.
Let's have a look. Yes, this is a stunning watch.
Oh, it really is. So this is the Rolex Day Date with the meteorite dial, the diamond baguettes on the white gold bracelet.
It's absolutely lovely. I actually had a customer the other day having a look at this, and he was surprised. He couldn't even tell these are diamonds. That's how I think everything matches
With the
and it looks
meteorite
so
dial.
great.
Yes,
that you,
100%.
it doesn't even look like it's diamonds, but it's actually what we call baguette diamonds.
Yeah. And
It's
this is brand new
beautiful.
2021 full set. Obviously,
There's a
there's
sticker on the back.
not many of these pieces about, so we will need to do some research and see what we'll be pricing this at. But if you keep your eye on our website, this will be on there very soon for you guys to have a look at and hopefully buy.
Right, so Kaylee, what's the next one that we want to show our lovely customers?
Okay guys, so here we have this, I would say really rare Rolex Day Date 36 mil with the Eisenkreisel dial with the diamond
Diamonds.
Roman numerals in rose gold. I mean,
Yeah. How old is this, Kaylee?
this is 2021 as well.
2021,
Absolute
so it's
brand new.
absolutely
I mean, when
new
this
and
came in,
stunning.
everyone in the office just wanted to see it, try it on, because really,
It goes with my outfit today.
It does.
So everything
does.
is brownish. I really love the dial. It's so nice.
and I personally haven't seen one before, and actually it is
I'm
such a
starting
lovely
to
watch.
fall in love with day dates.
Do you-
Maybe
yeah.
because we're getting these nice day dates with new different
Yeah.
dials. I'm starting to really like a day date. Maybe more than a sport watch, can I say that? I really love
No, I
them.
agree with you
Yeah.
completely, especially the ones that we're getting in at the moment. They're so
They're
different and stunning that
I would choose them over
Oh, so would I,
everything at
yeah.
the moment. So,
So
if
would I.
you want to buy it, guys, it's going to be in
on
our
our
website.
It's not often I say wow because I get to see a lot of watches, but Spencer, that's a little bit of wow right there. Let's talk about the first one, the meteorite.
Meteorite, I think, stunning.
What do you think, girls?
amazing piece.
We love it. We love
Yeah.
it.
I mean, the video said you love it.
Just.
But we do love it.
I mean, we're all a bit open-mouthed, aren't we?
Yeah, I think the meteorite. The other thing I love now is the way they do the baguettes, the baguette diamonds.
Yeah.
As
We-
battens.
That's exactly what I mentioned in the video. Yeah.
Yeah,
I really like it.
because the round diamonds used to really make a feature of a diamond
Yeah.
dial. I think the baguettes now disguised as battens.
Yeah.
It's just class.
Yeah,
Yeah. So they're
It's a
not
very
as
classy
yeah,
watch,
they're
yeah.
just very classy.
I mean, you said in the video that these videos are these watches are moving up for you, Janilda, maybe even ahead of the sports watches.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know. I've got recently day dates are literally my favorite. I don't know why.
I think it's the ones that we've got in. Like they really
Yeah.
are amazing.
The colours.
Yeah.
I mean, the Eisenkreisel
Let's move on to the Eisenkreisel.
is.
Yeah.
Not easy for everybody to say. It's an
It's
Eisenkreisel.
easy for you to say.
Yeah, that's easy for you to say. That is absolutely beautiful. It
That's
really
stunning.
is. And it actually looks better in real life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
definitely.
can see it at the London
now,
Watch Show.
You're bringing these to the London Watch Show,
I'll
aren't
be
you?
there.
Yeah.
I don't think these watches are going to hang around either.
No, I don't think so either.
I know they come with a bit of a hefty price tag in terms of what they actually retail for, but they're beautiful, stunning,
There's nothing
stunning
around.
watches.
I mean, both.
You can't get these, can
You
you?
can't get these.
Yeah.
Very few out.
Kelvin O says, "Wowza, my holy grail," and I'm gonna ask him which one was his holy grail. And James is saying the first one. Pretty amazing. They're absolutely, truly stunning watches. I won't be asking to wear either of those, by the way. I know they've got to stay firmly in the cabinet. Girls, get your gloves
We're
on.
not going to let you anyway. So.
Get your surgical gloves on, and we will see. But amazing. I mean, they're going to be amongst the favourites for everybody because nobody's really gets to see these types of watches, do they?
No.
Yeah.
Really
No, I
nice.
feel really lucky that we've got them in stock actually, and we can take
Yeah.
them to the show for people to actually be able
There's
to
a
see
few
them.
more I'm hoping to get,
Yeah.
which I can't mention at this stage. But if you come to the show, you'll see them,
Yeah.
or we'll.
I am really looking forward to seeing a meteorite Daytona when it finally
Yeah.
arrives.
What, on the Oyster Flex?
Yeah, I mean, I'm really quite excited. I'm not saying I don't get the whole Daytona thing, but I've never looked at it and thought I'd like a Daytona.
I'll tell you one of the other pieces that's quite stunning that I'm looking forward to seeing the blue. At the moment, we've got the bimetal on the Jubilee, haven't we?
Yeah.
No, on the Oyster
On-
Oyster.
with the fluted dial.
Yes.
So light the bezel with the fluted dial, which is stunning.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping to get my hands on the steel version with a blue fluted dial. I think that will be.
That's
Yeah,
nice
that'll
as
be
well.
stunning.
Or
Yeah.
the green one by Metal. I would love
Guys,
to
do
see that.
let us know what you think of the watches that Spencer's going to be taking along to the show. And if you are coming along, which ones are you going to be trying on? Because the beautiful thing about coming to these watch shows and the beautiful thing about Spencer and Janilda and Kaylee is they are there to help you. And you want people to try these watches on, don't
Absolutely.
you?
We
They're
want
not,
them
they're
to
not there
see
just to
them.
be admired.
No, they can come.
Stick
and
them on
see.
your wrist, take a picture, tag us at BQ Watches on Instagram or on Facebook. And you know, it's going to be very,
Yeah.
very exciting. PD says, any green dial 5711s coming in?
Not at the moment.
Not at the moment. Yeah, big demand for
That's
Pateks, aren't there, at the
really-
moment?
Very difficult piece.
Just winding back a little bit on the comments. Greggy Boy says, Rolex will never be Patek.
I think he's right. They won't be.
I don't think so either. PD, prices increase before Christmas. PD says, hard to be exclusive when everywhere you go, you see a Rolex AD and everybody is wearing a Rolex. We say that, or he says that, but actually, everybody still wants the watches. Maybe they won't be as superior in thought as a Patek, but equally, Rolex is still a super brand,
Yeah, 100%.
and people still aspire to wear a Rolex.
Absolutely.
You've got a lot more chance of getting Rolex than a Patek. There's far fewer Pateks
Yeah.
around.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
feel
Yeah,
like
they will.
everyone's first watch is usually a
A
Rolex.
Rolex.
If you're buying
But
your
a
first watch,
Patek's
you
on
would
a
start.
different. I mean,
Yeah.
monetary. I mean, 5167s. I was speaking with someone today. They're £50,000.
Yeah, and not everyone wants to wear
And
them.
there's-
They're
Yeah.
too
And
expensive.
not everybody has
And
£50,000.
not everyone has
No.
50,000. Absolutely. But with that piece, it's an Aquanaut. It's. I mean, if you think the basic Patek now 60,000, so it makes the Rolex Gavin very affordable.
Very
mean,
cheap
Yeah.
somehow. Yeah.
Well, a date just 8,000-10,000 at
Yeah.
Wimbledon. It's a lot more affordable.
Yeah.
A lot more affordable.
Yeah, Greggy's just corrected me. I didn't say that, but it's correct. He's working back to the Greggy Boy Rolex whenever we Patek. It was actually PD who said that. Excuse me for the fact that I can't read. Craig Taylor says, a big thanks from me to all the team. Just bought a non-date Submariner from you. Absolutely love the piece.
Oh,
Thank
Very
you,
popular, aren't they?
Craig.
What have you
Yeah.
been serving this week, Kaylee?
subs.
Subs.
Yeah, some date just as well. Some people have bought, and also the older models, Oyster Perpetuals. We were talking about this today, weren't we, Spencer? How they're,
39.
they are still as popular.
Root beers, I would
Oh, yeah,
say.
Root beers.
yeah.
Absolutely. Everyone
good,
wants
yeah.
one.
And
And
Oyster Flex Daytonas.
yeah.
Oyster Flex Daytonas. When are
Yeah.
you expecting to start seeing sort of good supply of, like, I say good supply of any watch, but the 2021 models? I know that you had one come in whilst you were
Fluted
away.
dial.
One came, the fluted dial. What about the Bob Marley? Oh, I can't even remember. There's so many names.
The palm dial.
Palm.
Palm, the Palm
Palm.
dial. Have we seen one of those yet?
Normally,
Not yet.
normally we see them August, September, but there's been very few. No
We
one.
haven't even been offered, have
haven't
we?
seen
Either.
them.
Haven't
Yeah.
been seen
I
one.
haven't seen the Palmdale.
No.
Maybe we
No.
have to wait for Christmas time
Yeah.
to see one.
Maybe
Yeah.
someone will have one at the show to sell us.
You never know. You never know.
Hopefully.
Edward French says, "Love the Rolex Daytona on the Oyster Flex. Is a stunning piece."
Yeah.
We
Have I seen
agree.
one of those yet?
Absolutely.
Yeah. All the,
Oh,
one,
of
the
course I
ones
have.
yeah, of course.
Of course I have.
We have so
In
many.
the white, the yellow,
I
the
can't.
rose.
You're absolutely right. I'm just thinking about that whole gold
Yeah.
box. Matt H says, "Hi all, love the Meteorite, first class watch. Big queue for that on Saturday morning, and we're expecting to be a very, very busy stand, aren't we, this weekend?"
I'm sure we will.
Now, lots of people have asked me via the social channels and everywhere else about part exchanging watches, coming in, bringing stuff. You are definitely 100% looking to buy as well.
Yes.
This isn't just a seller's market.
No,
You're a buyer,
no,
aren't you?
No, we spoke about this, haven't we?
Yeah.
What we've said to people is send us pictures over and we'll give indications. If you do think that it's something you want to sell at the show, it is important that you bring everything with it. So the box, the papers, everything. But the other thing we'll do for people is whether they sell it to us or they just bring it along for us to see, we'll look after it. So if they come to the show, we'll then put it in a special delivery bag, seal the bag and look after it for them.
So you can hold the watch, they can comfortably walk
and then
around.
they can collect it at the
come
end.
back and collect it.
Yeah.
Okay. And Kaylee, this is like a whole school thing. Kaylee, you are like the meet the friend if you're single. Kaylee's going to look after you. Now, I don't know where this job
I
came
don't
from.
know where
Exchange
this
student.
job has
Yeah.
come
Yeah,
from.
the exchange student.
Yeah. So basically, it was announced last night on Paul's channel, Paul Thorpe.
Got dropped on
with
me.
Spencer. Got dropped on Kaylee. That basically, if you're single and available, and you turn up to the show on your own, and you're looking for a buddy,
Lonely Hearts.
I'm your buddy.
Kaylee's going to meet and greet you, hold your hand, and find you a friend.
Yes, basically, that is my job.
Yeah, you are there to find people friends. I mean, it's like your own match dating service. isn't
Honestly,
it?
it's crazy. I was not expecting that when we went on that live yesterday.
Yeah.
That was going to be what I got told to do. I was like, okay.
So if you want to buy a watch, come and see Janilda. If you're
Please,
looking to make a
Kaylee's
buddy,
gonna deal with
that's
that.
me.
Kaylee's your girl, which is going to be super nice. That's going to be, I mean, yeah, it's quite exciting, isn't it? And girls, you're going to be coming on our channel. Okay, I'm just telling you, I'm going to give you warnings, 10-minute bells. You're going to be coming on and we're going to be talking. We might even drag some of your customers on as well. We'd
Yeah,
like to talk to them about some of the
absolutely.
watches
That
they're
would be
buying.
fun.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, because at your watch show, Spencer, the clients, the customers were amazing.
We
and
met amazing
amazing.
people.
and I think that's what most excites all of
Honestly,
us
yeah.
this
Yeah,
weekend,
absolutely.
apart from obviously selling
Yeah.
watches and
Yeah,
buying
yeah,
watches.
but no, meeting people, talking to them about the watches,
Yeah.
and seeing some what they've got.
After parties. Everybody loves an after party.
Everybody loves an after party.
Tell us about the after party. What do we know about the after party?
So I know that it starts at 7, so
Yeah.
that everything is gonna finish at 6, and at 7 we can
Okay.
go to the
Yeah.
after party, and it's
And it
gonna
finishes
be
at 1.
One.
In the hotel, isn't it?
Yes,
Yes.
it's in the hotel.
Greggy boy, did you hear that? There's an after party starting before the party at 7 p.m. I would
Yeah.
imagine if you've been drinking all day, it probably will be an after party, but it goes on to the early hours.
Yeah, it goes on to
Um,
1 in the morning.
Yeah, and
and we're gonna
Then
be
you're
there.
straight
We're
into
gonna be there.
We'll be
breakfast
there.
and back on the Sunday.
yeah, exactly. I'm not sure how many people are actually staying over, but we're going to be there the entire weekend, and it'll be great to see you all on the Saturday and see you again on the Sunday,
And on the
which will
Sunday.
be amazing. Kelvin O says the Dr. Dre, Gav. I've obviously got to imprint that on my mind. The palm dial is the Dr.
Oh,
Dre,
Dr. Dre.
and not the marijuana or whatever it is. Greggy boy says lots of people are going to be pretending to be on their own, I think. Kaylee's dating service, how can I help you? Edward French says my divorce comes in soon, but not this weekend. Smudger, have you got any Air Kings in? Rumours are they are discontinuing.
116900 picked a couple up this weekend.
We have,
didn't
yes,
we?
because
We
we
have.
were.
I had one
we didn't
delivered
have any.
today.
So that's something you've
Yeah,
heard.
we've got.
So
and
you-
we've got
so
a
you're
few
buying them up.
pieces. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're hoovering, as they would say in the markets. You're hoovering them up. Greggy boy, no messing around there. Do we need tickets for the after party?
I don't
don't think
so.
you do.
If you have a
I-
VIP
I'm not-
pass, then you can just come.
You can come to
Yeah.
the show.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
believe.
I'm going to get locked out then.
You don't have a VIP.
I don't
You
even
can
have
be
a
my
pass.
VIP, Gav.
So, just to make
You
this
can
clear,
come with us.
I know you have to register via an app, don't you? Like for
Yes,
security.
it's great, very good app. We
Yeah,
had a look
very
today.
good.
Yeah.
You have to download the app.
Yeah.
London Watch Show.
which you
and
can
then-
get from the LondonWatchShow.com .com, I'm guessing, or
No,
.co.uk.
on the
You
App
just do it on the App
It's
Store.
Oh, from the App
Yeah,
Store.
you can literally
Amazing.
buy.
Wow.
Just
Yeah.
download it.
on the
Yeah.
App.
I mean, the guys have done a really good job in putting this together,
Yeah.
and we all are really excited for it to be super successful. So for security, you have to upload your photograph as well, don't you?
Yeah, it's a form of ID, so I think it's your driver's license or
Driving or
passport.
passport
Yeah.
and a picture of your
Yeah,
Yeah.
to make sure that it matches.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's super excited. And just remember, ladies, go easy on the drinks. It's 7 till the early hours. Nobody wants to be picking you up off the floor at 8:45
I mean,
at night.
On the
We'll see.
Sunday, maybe we might not
No, might not.
No.
be there.
And let's talk quickly about Sunday, because obviously Sunday's the last day, and at the end of the whole thing on Sunday, we're doing this like super one-off live. I'm super excited for it as well. Are you nervous? Are you nervous?
Paul's got some, some amazing people on it.
Yeah.
And a lot of them have come over from America.
Yeah.
Yeah, Roman, Nico,
Yeah.
Eric.
Yeah, it's gonna be really, really exciting. All these they're all celebs to everybody, aren't they?
But
They're
they
like
are,
celebs, yeah. Celebs, and there's us geeky little kids. No, it's gonna be really good. Crossy boy, how are you getting on with your Milgauss? I'm assuming that's directed at me. To say I love it is beyond. It's unquestionable. Although the problem is, we have a watch show this weekend, Spencer, and all weekend I'm going to go looking through the cabinets, going, "That's really nice. That's really nice."
If
that's
that
really
doesn't
nice,
sell,
I think he's gonna
Yeah.
buy
We're gonna
another
get-
watch.
if that doesn't sell,
So if you find me at the end of the show with a trade-in, I promise you I will not be trading that in. No, I absolutely love it. It's
No,
amazing.
we're selling
Let's
it.
go
do
to some of
Saves
our
paying the bill.
yeah, exactly. Let's go to some of our questions from Instagram. Let's do that little shuffle. So we've had we only put it out this afternoon because I did. So let's have a look at the first question. How do we trade? This is from T_M184. How do we trade watches at the show? Do I need to bring my box and papers?
Be a great idea. If you're looking to part exchange it, we need everything.
What about if people sent you in pictures first so you can appraise things? How does that work?
Yeah, we'll give an idea.
Yeah, that's fine.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
You can do
Because if
that.
they're happy, then they can
Then they can bring
bring
it
it with
along.
the box and
Yeah.
papers.
If they send the pictures, we'll give a guide of what we will give for the
Yeah,
watch.
I think it's really important for people to understand because, Kaylee, you and I look at the social all day long,
Yeah.
and people are piping up all day long with, "Hi, I've got this watch to sell. Here's a load of pictures."
Or I want this watch. Can
Or I
you
want
get
this watch. Can you source it for me?
Yeah.
And I would say that, if you're ever looking to contact the team, social is a great way of looking at stuff. Our stock goes on there. BQ stock goes on there. But by the way, you can source anything. And if you're looking to trade, it's a great place to start with images.
Yeah.
Good quality
Yeah.
images. So I would say that it's important, then we're saying, to bring box and papers along at
Absolutely,
this weekend.
yeah.
But if
you'll
du-
look after them.
If during this week they send some pictures, if they're thinking of part exchanging something, we'll give them a guide of what we'll give. Then they can bring it along on Saturday, and if need be, we'll look after the watch with the box for them.
Yeah.
But
once
I
they're at
would
the
also
show.
say if they are wanting to part exchange and they have seen a watch that they like on our website, I would possibly put a deposit down because,
Or reserve it.
reserve it.
Because some of them are one-offs.
We haven't
the
got
pieces.
multiples of them.
Yeah.
Well, that's why we had this gentleman the weekend who
Yeah.
we had a Oyster Flex on the specific dial that he wanted,
Yep.
and over the weekend he put a deposit to hold the piece.
Yeah. Stock's not going to hang around. I can't see
No.
something. There's some really great pieces on there. Question number 2 is from our friends over at My Office Freedom. We know all about them, don't we,
Okay.
Spencer? Yeah. Can I just turn up on the day? I have not sorted out a ticket yet. There's a surprise.
Well, Office Freedom 100% can't.
They're not allowed.
Look, it's not up to us. I believe Charlie is on a tight numbers.
Yeah.
And he's up to about 3,000. I'm not sure what the split is. I think he said Saturday's almost sold out at the moment. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. But what I would lead that to believe is that if you haven't bought a ticket, what's so funny?
No.
What did I miss? What did I miss? Last comment was from Frank Muller. I saw that. Well, I'll get to it. You're messaging the girls like,
Frank Muller.
yeah, it's not a joke, guys. There's Frank Muller on there. Good evening, everybody.
You're
Just
so
saw you
obsessed
live
with
again.
Frank Mueller's.
Love
What's
your
wrong
show.
with you?
I'm not obsessed with it. I happen to own one. There's nothing wrong with a Frank Muller.
Oh, please don't say that name anymore.
Have you seen my Frank Muller?
I did.
It's
That's
a
the
master
problem.
banker. There's nothing wrong with it. 5850. A fan of the show. Frank Muller is a fan of our show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just saw you live again. Love your show. Frank Muller.
Thank you.
Frank.
Thank you.
Wonder if he makes the watches. Frank, I've got one of your watches, in case you didn't know. Totally lost my train of thought. You two
Alright.
giggling.
No,
at
Go
sorry.
on, what we got? People wanted to attend the show.
So people wanting to attend the show, I would say get onto the London Watch Show app, download it, see if you can buy yourself a ticket, and don't hang around. Don't think you can turn up on the day on the door.
No,
because I think that's just
absolutely
not going to be.
It's also quick, so I'd
yeah.
rather do it before.
Yeah.
Here's one for the ladies. Smudger asks, is BQ Watches open on Monday at 9 a.m?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You're still
Not,
going to be open.
not even in question.
We'll be
no
there.
question.
Not even in question.
Make sure you book an appointment.
I mean,
I'll be there.
9:30.
Why don't you ladies tell everybody what you're really most excited about at the watch show? After the after party, what's happening to you two? And Lisa.
Oh,
What do you mean?
Oh,
Oh,
we're
they're
staying
sharing your room.
over.
So Kaylee and Janilda, they're staying at the hotel for the evening.
Yeah.
Spencer's
And
very
Lisa.
And
And
Lisa,
Lisa.
Spencer's very kindly said, let's all have an after party. They're staying over.
Yeah.
And Kaylee, that's as close as you're getting to a summer holiday this year, isn't it?
Yeah, did not get to go away, so that is my summer holiday.
Yeah.
Well, staying at Park Lane doesn't get much better.
No. Exactly.
Have you seen the Monopoly board where Park Lane is? It's absolute numero
It's
uno.
Mayfair next year.
Yeah, exactly. Now, the question we're going to have you on the Sunday morning is who kept who up snoring?
Not me.
There's
Not
always
me.
girls say they don't snore, and it's always only boys. But I guarantee one of you will be a snorer.
Not me. It's really not me. I
No,
promise
no,
it's not.
Kaylee. If you do,
No,
I'll
if you
walk
do,
away.
no, I'll walk out. I'll sleep in the corridor.
Excellent. Okay. Well, I wish you luck trying to get to sleep anyway, all of you. I'm
Thank
sure there'll
you.
be a lot of people from the after party having an after party. And just remember, you'll be there selling watches on Sunday at what time?
11.
we'll
11
start-
again.
No, but we'll start a bit earlier.
We'll start earlier.
We'll start earlier.
We'll start a bit
10:45.
earlier. There'll
We'll
be
be in the
lots of
foyer.
coffees. Yeah. And Spencer and I will be having our nails done in the
Yeah,
sun, getting our
we'll
hair
have a
done.
coffee,
Yeah,
strong coffee.
Yeah.
Exactly. Let's go to the last question from Instagram for this week, which is once again from Artisan Curation. I want to trade my vintage no date sub 5513. What should I bring along on Saturday? Which leads back to our first question.
Obviously, if you have any paperwork and the
Yeah.
box. Absolutely.
Bring absolutely
Everything
everything.
you have. Yeah.
Yeah.
Any service papers, anything is better than obviously not having.
Yeah. Coppers has just asked a question. I have an original ticket for Saturday, the 4th of April 2020, cancelled. Can I use it either day? That is not a question we can answer. What I suggest you
Ask
do,
Charlie Groom at the London Watch Show.
Yeah,
or
you can
email them.
contact them.
I would absolutely email them. I mean, obviously they're really working hard, Charlie and his team, to ensure everything is going to run smoothly. I would say if you've bought a ticket, you're obviously getting in. Which day you're going, I have no idea. But Frank Muller pipes up. Frank, sorry, didn't mean to say pipes up. It's my real name. Sorry,
Stop
I'm
it.
not the watchmaker, but like your watch too.
Oh,
Go
thank
Frank.
you.
Go Frank. That's all I got to say.
Frank.
He's even got the double dots on the U, the Muller.
That's
Yeah,
a
he's
bit-
all in. He's all in.
That's
Do you
a
think
bit
we
mad.
could get someone on here called Patek Philippe? Is there anybody out
Or
there
his brother Peter.
on his Yeah. That's great. I mean, that's amazing. So, what other watches are you bringing along to the show?
We've got the usual suspects, haven't we?
Yeah.
Hublot,
Yeah.
Panerais, Breitlings, Cartiers,
Tudors.
Tudor.
Somebody asked a question
Amigas.
actually.
Yeah.
Somebody asked a question, which I didn't have time to cut, paste, and put into the list. But they wanted to know how many watches do you think you would sell at a show? I didn't know. It's a guess, isn't it? It could be anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not.
I mean, you bring 400 or 300.
On an average week, we can sell 40, 50 pieces.
Yeah.
Sometimes 60.
Yeah.
But we just don't know over the 2
No.
days.
But
We expect it to be busy.
Yeah, you do expect it to be busy,
Yeah.
don't you? Because, I mean, the country has been starved of a watch show. Obviously, BQ put on their own one. But this is, enormous in terms of size.
Sure.
3,000 people through the doors in 2 days compared to, we had 600, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
was still
Yeah, it was a lot to do.
really,
Quite a lot,
really
but
good. I
I
mean,
think
But
this is
a
gonna be
bigger area
different, yeah.
and more people there, but it's a hell of a lot of people.
yeah.
And obviously other traders as well.
And possibly, we're going to have traders buying from us as well. So.
Yeah, that's really interesting, isn't it? So you have to deal with the trade and
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm really curious because having never been to one of these things, but here I am, I'm Gavin, I've walked up to your stand and I've gone, Spencer, that's an unbelievable watch. How much is that? And you say, Gavin, that's £15,750. And I go, yeah, but I've just been over to that stand over there and they're selling it for £15,500. Will you do me a better price than £15,500? And you say,
we'd have to compare like for like, but we would always look to do a deal that you're happy with.
Yeah.
So then I take the deal you're happy with, and I walk back over to Mr. over there, and I say, well, Spencer over there has just said it's 15,500. Can you do? At what point? I mean, having lots of watch dealers in the same show, how does that play out for you? How do you compete? Do you not compete? Do you just draw the line?
In the past, people go round and they find a watch and they'll compare the condition, the seller, what the backup is, how they're dealing with it, and go from there. I mean,
but also, Spencer, can I say something? I think the people that are going to be there, they know a lot about watches and they know that how much a watch is worth. So they're not going to ask to pay 10,000 for a watch that they know perfectly that they can't get it, you know? So everyone knows the game. They might ask you for a small discount.
Yeah, I think there'll be a bit of negotiating between them, but they're not going to go backwards and forwards because in the end, they're probably not going to end up buying a watch because both traders are just going to be like, we don't want to sell it to you now.
Yeah.
Crossy Boy asks, hi Spencer, what's the nicest watch you've ever purchased? And let's say for BQ watches, the nicest watch you've ever purchased.
It's a hard question. There's so many different pieces. I mean, there's some beautiful pieces that I bought and sold that I wouldn't wear myself, but they're still amazing pieces. Like a lot of the gold I don't really wear, but I love them and just I feel I wouldn't care for them well enough to wear them, but amazing pieces.
So when you buy in something like a platinum Daytona, which I know is your holy grail, and you love that watch, does there any part of you sit there and think, I'll just hold on to that for a few weeks, have a little wear, and then I'll get it out of my system?
Yeah, at times I would. I think the thing I consider where something's beautiful that is very old and has got everything with it, because those are the special pieces. You know, a modern watch with a string tag, with a nice box, with a card, you'd expect to see that, but you wouldn't expect to see that on something that's 20, 30 years old. I mean, we had that vintage, one of the vintage Submariners in, where it even had the gentleman's credit card receipt
from what
from
year?
1980.
1980, and his credit card receipt. I mean,
had
wow.
Papers, all the tags, everything, and the credit card, £535.
535.
535. Yeah.
That's something special.
That's not bad, is
So
it?
this is where something really unbelievable.
Yeah. Jason Pollock says, new Submariner versus Sea Dweller. Well, let's ask the ladies. New Submariner versus Sea Dweller. What do we think?
My personal opinion
is I prefer the Submariner.
Submariner, yeah. But
Why?
again, Sea Dweller is a lovely watch.
Yeah. I don't think it's as chunky, but I still think it's a lovely piece. I just prefer the Submariner.
The look of the sub, I think, is clean. I like it. I like it better.
I'd agree with the girls.
Yeah, and Jason, we'd be interested in saying what you think about that, actually. Smudger, this is a question you're always asked, Spencer. I know you go around the houses with it. Spencer, have you got a personal watch collection?
I do have.
They sit in the safe at BQ Watches.
Correct.
All 400 of them.
That's
it's a big
basically
collection.
Yeah. I guess when you are in charge of a watch business and you can pick out a watch and wear what you want on any given day, it's
Yeah, I have a few pieces that I keep myself.
Yeah.
But the collection is the stock that we have.
Yeah.
I mean, at the moment, it's probably over 500 pieces.
Yeah, it's like having all your eggs in one basket otherwise, isn't
And
it?
they are all in one basket.
Yeah, they literally are all in one basket. I have to say that, you know, walking into your safe room when we go and pick watches to film or to work with, it's like Willy Wonka's chocolate store, isn't it? I mean, people get really excited if they're ever lucky enough to be invited past the door. You know, if they're good class customers, good clients, come in and just admire the watch trays and the rows and rows. Yeah. But everybody gets to see those this Saturday.
They do.
Yeah. Spencer collects Timex watches. There you go. His collection is worth 30 quid. Greggy boy, something about the SD43 just doesn't work for me, and I have a wrist like a tree trunk. So that's the Sea Dweller.
Sea Dweller.
Yeah.
And it's a big chunky piece, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
But people love it, and the blue black in it.
Yeah.
It
But
is
that is very popular, the
Yeah.
blue and black dial. I mean, we've got some.
which it looks like to
people at
see where
work,
it's
yeah.
graduated.
Yeah. Will you have any James Camerons at the show?
That's,
Yes, we
yeah.
are.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Is there anything you won't have?
I
know you're trying to- I know you've
there'll
got
always be something we won't
Yeah.
have,
Yeah.
but we try. We'll
And
try and
we
have.
try and
Somebody
have at
actually
least one
asked
of
much
everything.
further up when we started the show about any vintage pieces. Are you going to have any vintage pieces
Yes,
at the
we
show?
will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What sort of stuff have you got?
5512, a 5513, 1016. I think there's 1680 we'll have.
And if somebody walks up to you, Spencer, with this watch that you keep wearing and says, Spencer, how
No,
much for your watch?
this isn't.
It's
no,
not for sale, is it?
No, it's not for sale.
I've noticed you've had that on for a
Yeah.
very long
This
time
is
now.
not for sale.
I mean, it's almost boring saying, can we have a wrist roll? Because it's fine. He's got that one on again. He's got that one on again.
No.
You love that, don't
Yeah.
you?
Yep.
Right, I'll put you on the spot for a question. You know, I've got a client for you. They've got £15,000 to spend. They want to make an investment. What are you going to sell, my friend?
You said to me it's sort of something vintage. Did
Well,
you say,
they have
or
£15,000 to spend. It's an inheritance, and they basically thought that rather than having £15,000 sitting in a bank account or buying a premium bond, they quite like watches, and they would like to buy something that will be good for value and has an opportunity. They know things go down as well as up, but has the opportunity to go.
I
up in
think
value.
I'll probably save something vintage myself. 15's an in-between amount, isn't it? Because they won't
Yeah.
get a
You
Daytona.
won't get a Daytona.
You'll
No.
get sort of
Your
a little bit
G&T.
more, maybe a root beer, a bimetal sub, but I wouldn't say that's investment.
No.
Or a Batman or a Batgirl.
A Batman or a Batgirl current,
Yeah.
rather than going vintage.
Or for a bit less, go for a vintage.
Yeah.
Around
A
10,
vintage
12.
GMT.
A vintage GMT,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like a Pepsi.
Yeah.
Yeah, or
Pepsi
the
or a Coke.
Yeah.
Definitely
Yeah.
not the black one. It's got to
No.
have the Pepsi or the Coke. That is the black and red, which
Yeah.
is the Coke,
Yeah.
and the blue and red.
So when
which
you
is
said not a black one,
not the black insert.
ah,
There-
Not
on
the black
G-
bezel.
On the GMTs, there's the insert that's all black, that's like
Yeah.
the Submariner. That is a definite no. I mean, it's only the
just
insert.
pause with us while I get schooled on black ones and black. God.
Although it's only an insert that can be changed, you definitely want the Pepsi or the Coke.
Yeah.
Right. Let's have a look. David Stops thinking of trading a 1680 sub Tudor Snowflake and an 116600. I always say this wrong. Sea Dweller for a white gold Daytona Oyster Flex. Would you go from 3 watch collection down to 1?
Well, if you've had those 3 pieces and you want an Oyster Flex,
Then do it.
it's,
In order
it's
to
a very
get what you
reasonable way
want.
of doing it
Yes.
because they go a long way towards paying for it.
Yeah.
The Tudor Snowflake's a great watch.
Is it?
Submariner Snowflake.
Okay.
There's
Not
3
many
really great
people.
watches he's got actually
Yeah.
to part exchange.
Got a great collection there. Come and
Yeah.
see Spencer on Saturday. See what he can sort out for you. John C says, can't make it sadly, but I'd like to wish Charlie and everyone at BQ the best of luck and have a fabulous show, Spencer.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you. We're looking forward to that. Jason replies and says, I think an everyday watch, the sub is more practical. The Sea Dweller 43mm, which is huge on my wrist. That's a gorgeous watch you have there. Dick Fear says, I love the bimetal Daytona APH dial. Is it worth keeping for years? What do you think? What do you think will happen?
On the APH?
Yeah.
Well, whether it be steel or bimetal, it's definitely one that will go up without question.
Now, one of our favourite people in the whole wide world is Greggy Boy 76. And Greggy says, I think the root beer is going to be the best investment long term for 15k. And then he puts in the little sub note, just my opinion. And we value your opinion, Greggy. What do you think? Root beer at 15 grand. What are you going to sell, my friend? It's not, it's a trade.
Again, that's a good piece because it's one of the first where they done bimetal
Yeah.
with steel and rose
And it's actually so
in
popular.
sports.
It
Yeah.
is very
Yeah.
popular, and I think it's gonna go up.
It's always
Yeah.
a watch that's in and out of stock, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Forever buying this piece.
Yeah. Now, we've been going for a good 9 months now, and time has flown by. And one of the questions we used to ask when the channel was very different and we used to have a few guests on and it wasn't live and it was all edited was, what's your holy grail? And I'm wondering if over the course of the 9 months, anybody's actually changed their mind on what their holy grail watch was. Spencer, yours was always a
Always
platinum
platinum Daytona.
Then you kind of switched a little bit, not to a holy grail, but you were desperate for the Patek
Yeah.
Yeah.
orange
I would
hands.
say both those pieces. I still really want. Actually, I was only speaking with someone today, but they're just such huge money.
They've gone up again.
Huge.
They do go
I
big
mean, the
money.
watch is 38,000.
Yeah.
It's selling for over 100.
Is it really?
Mad.
I mean, I think if we bought one in, I'll probably wear it and photograph it for a few weeks and then say, okay, I'm done. It's just
You do
huge
get,
money.
but you are the owner of a watch business, and you still get the bug for like a good-looking, sexy watch that you really like.
Yeah, I love that piece, but someone else offered me, forgive me, I can't remember the reference, where it's in white gold and they do it in the blue and the green.
Oh,
59. I'm going to have a stab at 59.68, but that is nowhere near as nice, in my opinion. But it's 150,000.
Yeah.
The watch retails for about 53, and they are trading about 150, 160, three times
list. Wow. What about for you, Janilda?
Right, so at the beginning I used to be into smaller watches, so like a Datejust, always yellow gold. I love yellow gold. But now I feel like I'm more into 36 mil, so the bigger size, and a date, not a Datejust anymore.
So you're in for a day. Okay.
Yellow or
Yeah,
rose?
yellow,
or rose?
yellow,
And
yellow.
dial? White dial?
White dial is, you can't go wrong with white, really. I think so.
Go on,
Yeah.
Kaylee, and you?
Mine hasn't changed. It's
Which-
still the yellow gold green face Daytona.
Is it?
Yeah, it has not changed since the very first
So a
time I
sport
saw it.
watch.
Go on, Gav. What is your Grail watch, actually?
Well, funnily enough, mine has dramatically changed because I think at the time, my Grail, I can't remember. I don't even know if I had a Grail watch.
Frank Mueller.
But I'll tell you what, it's definitely not a Daytona.
Not a Daytona.
No. And it's definitely not a Richard Mille. I'm
me
sorry,
too.
I
No.
do
I
not
don't
get it.
understand.
I mean,
I think
I've
we all
watched-
agree. We don't
Yeah.
love
I
them.
know
my
that
fave.
you don't handle many, and you kind of, I guess you just choose not to. And it's a specific marketplace. And I have some friends with some Richard Milles, and I've tried them on, and I've looked at them, and
They
I've
like
felt them.
toys. They like toys.
Literally, it could be from a
Yeah.
from a
Made
toy
of
shop,
Lego.
Yeah.
a Lego watch.
Do you know what I mean?
And I kind of absolutely don't get it. And I'm going to wind you back to my very famous Frank Muller, master banker.
No,
But
you
at the
didn't
time,
say.
Frank Muller obviously made fantastic, big-sized, chunky watches. And then about 9 years later, they're all worthless, not worth a penny. And I kind of feel, not that obviously it's going to happen to those watches, but I kind of feel it could easily. The bubble could burst on that. And, you know, it's all the sports stars that are having them, you know, the Rafa Nadals and all the footballers and everything
Yeah.
else. But I just don't get it.
They could all be in on it. It could be something that they're just all pushing.
But you say that, but Hublot do that. Hublot have big backing for
Yeah.
sports stars.
Yeah.
You know, Premier League, they hold up a board, you know, for
Yeah.
the
Hublot,
substitutions.
yeah.
That's all Hublot. They do a lot of sponsorship. And yet the brand in the watch world is considered, for whatever reason, it's considered a little bit naff. I will confess to having owned 2 Hublots as well. I don't own them anymore, but I have in the past.
That's
owned
not too
I'm
bad.
like the wrecker of watch value. Rolex are
A
screwed.
lot of rappers have the APs though, I've noticed. Like special edition ones,
Yeah.
like diamond set and
APs.
Yeah.
factory set. I've seen a
Yeah,
lot of
so
rappers
things like the
lately.
Royal Oak I never got. I look at them. And
I
we've
did
seen them
have
around
I
people
did
that-
have one, but they're just huge. I've said for a while, 40 mils the right size now.
Greg, it makes a
40.
great point. You can buy a 5-bedroom detached house in Essex for the price of a Rafa Nadal. It's true.
And a flat included.
yeah, with a garage. Greggy says, I think mine is the olive dial day date. I mean, that is an
Yeah.
absolute...
Yeah.
The problem is actually, there are so many gorgeous watches. When you fall in love with a watch and you know you really want it, no question. And also, it's that thing, isn't it? When you can't have something, when you can't get your hands on it,
Yeah.
you just want it more. Bit like you and the bikes.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
all the motorbikes you want.
When someone says you can't get it for 6 months, if
You
it then
can't get it for
becomes
6
available,
Yeah.
bang, your credit card
Yeah.
goes and that's it.
Yeah. Ian Nicholson, Gav's Grail watch is any mega shop and drop proof. That's absolutely right. I am the king of dropping watches. Everybody knows.
That's why we don't let him touch them.
And now, if you notice, we don't bring watches. I'm barred from handling any watches. If you see me handle a watch, get a scooper underneath ready to catch it. Although I have to say, the last one I dropped was more Spencer's fault than mine because he had it in a thing. Gav, your watch collection, amazing. Well, I'm not sure I'd go that far, but I've got... If you actually want to know, should I bring in my Swatch collection one day? No? You
Some
rude bunch of people.
some of
Do we
the
have to
swatches
say
are worth
yes?
big money.
Spencer,
There are
you're
some.
absolutely
are.
right. Some swatches are worth absolute fortunes, and I've been collecting swatches since I was 16 years
Is
old.
any of yours
Hold on,
worth
I'm
anything?
51. You could probably swap them all for about 300 quid.
Oh.
Every time I see
So you
one,
haven't got the good ones.
every time, well, I always did what I thought were the collectible ones. You know, you can get these at the airport and they're collectible. It's the Christmas edition. It's the Valentine's edition. And I bought them all because I thought 38 quid, it was like quite a good investment. Then you'll never do your money. Honestly, they're absolutely worthless. And I've got them all still. And I keep thinking, oh, it's a legacy for my children. I have a lovely big collection of
Yeah.
swatches. You know, and every time I go on the eBay and I think, wonder how much this one was worth. This one was called the Garden Gnome. It came in a thing with fake grass. 30 quid. Yeah, never going to make any money. But they do look cool. I do have a couple that are actually worth a bit more than list, which is probably a result, 35 years later. Yeah, exactly. 51, 61, surely. Oh, wow. They just put 10 years on me, Spence.
What's that?
Oh, I'm sure someone's saying, I said 51. They're saying I'm 61. Wow, Frank, that's really polite. Really, come and see me at the watch show. We'll see who's 51, 61. No, so we're going to wrap things up now, guys. Super excited. I think that's the message. We are super excited to see everybody this coming weekend. This is the moment that everybody loves. Spencer can do his outro. Okay, we're going to sit back. Spencer, do you remember the words to the outro anymore?
Can't remember it.
What does anybody remember what he has to say?
Go on, Kaylee. I'll let you do it today.
If you haven't dealt with us yet, it's only a matter of time.
Yes.
Oh,
that's
before
it.
we do that, can we just say, guys, we're back. We got the band back together this week and we're live, and we really do appreciate all of you. It would be really terrible as a host if I didn't do that whole, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, all that nonsense that goes with YouTube. It really does help us. It probably just spurs us on a little bit to see us adding 2 subscribers every couple of weeks. But we really do appreciate all your support. We really are excited to see you on Saturday. Now, we're not letting him off. Spencer, to your camera, give us the outro.
Guys, this is it. We hope to see you the weekend. And if not, we'll be back next week. And remember, if you haven't dealt with us yet, it's only a matter of time.
See you on Saturday.
Bye.
Bye.